This is another Vietnamese soup that you won't find at any restaurant, because soups like this one are meant to be eaten at home. It's humble and there's nothing flashy about it, just pure warmth and comfort. This is Canh Bi Thit Bam, or wintermelon soup with ground pork. One of my favorite soups growing up and the perfect complement to any Vietnamese family meal. So do me a favor and make sure you like, comment, share, and save this video. Alright y'all, remember to wash your hands? Now first, let's start by getting all of our prep work done. Starting with our bi đao, which is often called wintermelon, ash gourd, or fuzzy melon. And we'll just peel away the fuzzy exterior. Then remove the tops and bottoms of the bi đao, cut it in half lengthwise, and then into quarters before cutting it into about 1-inch pieces. And optionally, there are versions of this dish that removes the seeds, as some people can find them a little bit bitter. But if you pick a smaller wintermelon, there's no need to do that in my opinion. And if you've never had a bi đao before, it has a very clean and mild flavor that's similar to a cucumber or zucchini. And Vietnamese people believe that it actually has cooling properties too. Now once we cut up all of our bi đao, we'll set that aside. Then I have a small shallot and we'll finally mince that up. And for garnishes, I'm going to chop up some green onions and cilantro. And if you like this recipe and you want to learn how to make more of your favorite Vietnamese and Asian dishes, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications to stay up to date on all my latest posts. And with all of our prep work done, it's time to cook our Canh Bi Thit Bam. So to a large pot on medium-high heat, we'll add in a splash of oil and we'll saute our minced shallots for just a minute or until it's fragrant. To that, we're going to add in half a pound of ground pork, and using a wooden spoon or spatula, we'll break up any large clumps. Season the pork with a pinch of salt, and we'll cook that for another couple of minutes or until most of the pink is gone. Then we'll pour in 4 quarts of water. Bring this up to a rolling boil, skim off any impurities, and we'll let that simmer covered for about 5 minutes. Then we'll add in all of our wintermelon to the pot, and we're going to continue to let this simmer for another 5 to 10 minutes or until the melon softens and turns translucent. At the very end, we're going to season our soup with 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon, and 3 tablespoons of my Dear Mom fish sauce. And with any of my recipes, I always recommend seasoning to taste to better fit your palate and preferences. And then it's time to plate. Now you can serve this on the side, but I'm actually going to serve it directly over some white rice. We'll ladle a generous amount of our soup right on top, making sure to get a little bit of everything. We'll garnish our soup simply with some green onions, cilantro, and fresh ground black pepper. And just like that, you've made an incredible Canh Bi Thit Bam at home. As always, the recipe and measurements are on my blog at feedthepudge.com. And if you've made it this far, let me know in the comment section, what's your favorite at-home soup? Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. so comforting. This soup just reminds me of my mom's cooking, and it takes me right back to my mom's house.